Christmas season's here already. For us in the church, we like to call it Advent. What is the difference between Christmas and Advent? Stick around and I'll let you know. Christmas is here in full force. Take a drive down most streets and you're going to see Christmas lights as far as the eye can see. And it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite times of year. I love it. I personally love the decorations. Our home is already done. We've already spent time decorating not only the outside of our house, but the inside of our house. And we love it. You know, we've got little kids at home and it's great to be able to give them that great atmosphere. It reminds me of my childhood and the things that my parents used to do back home. The question is, how does this relate to Christmas? Of course, you know, in our modern society, traditions have evolved. And they're great, and it's, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. But at the same time, we can't forget where Christmas really started from. Now, earlier I mentioned that for those of us in the church, we actually like to call this Advent. But Advent itself isn't really a time of celebration. Similar to Lent, it's actually a time that we're supposed to be more penitent, right? We're supposed to spend more time taking a look at our lives, trying to prepare our mind and our soul for Christmas. When we go through Lent, it's popular where a lot of people try to think of, hey, what am I going to give up for Lent? And people will give up candy or red meat or other things that are difficult for them to do as a penance, as a gift for God, really, to prepare themselves for Easter. But when it comes to Christmas, why don't we do the same thing? Why are we not trying to prepare our minds and our hearts for the same type of concept? Right? We're so focused on all the consumerism, on buying more gifts, on, you know, the decorations and all the things going on around us. But really, what we should be doing is getting ready for Christmas in the same style as Lent. Right? Now, this, of course, is for those of us in the church, those that are practicing Catholics, Christians, you know, whatever denomination you may be. Right? That for us, it's important to take a moment, take a step back, and realize that this is a time that, yes, we will have plenty of time to celebrate. When Christmas comes, we will celebrate. But for right now, we should focus our preparations on penance, on seeking forgiveness, and on trying to correct the mistakes that we've made. But instead, our focus too often is so much on the consumerism, is on gifts, on parties, on all these other things that we as Christians sometimes are losing the message that we're falling into the trap of society. We're falling into the secularism that surrounds us. That's kind of, honestly, they're kind of hijacking our holiday. And it's a shame, really. It's a great, beautiful holiday, and it's the birth of our Savior, and it's one that's worth celebrating. I mean, it's obvious why we do it. But at the same time, you know, are we doing it the right way? So now, the flip side of this, I don't want anyone to mistake me I don't want anyone to label me a Grinch, right? So, yes, it's important for us as Christians to take a moment, you know, every day to prepare our minds and our hearts for Christmas, right? As we go through the Advent season. At the same time, I don't want that to make us discourage anybody else from celebrating Christmas, right? Maybe they've got the wrong idea. I get it. You know, maybe they're being a little overzealous, or maybe they're focused on the wrong things. But let's face it, for most of the year, there's a great number of people that hardly think about our Savior, hardly think about Jesus. But here they are, this one time a year, where they're going to remember, you know, Jesus in the manger, Bethlehem, all the beautiful songs that have been written over the years that describe that beautiful moment of his birth. Right? That's one of the few times that they're really going to be exposed to it and be okay with it. Every other time of year, they're going to whitewash it and pretend like he doesn't exist. So if this is the one time of year that the rest of the world is actually acknowledging him, hey, I'm all for it. So let's not turn down anybody else's flame. Let's not worry about what other people are doing and try to, you know, I get it. Let's keep Christ in Christmas. I'm totally for it. I've got the bumper sticker on my car. But at the same time, right, let's not be the Grinch that's going to pull out the joy that other people are experiencing. Now, again, maybe it's misplaced joy. Maybe they're showing it in the wrong ways or focused on the wrong things. But hey, the joy is there. And so let's work with that. Let's find ways to bring them into the church and expose them to the fact that there are so many great things that they can learn beyond what they're going to hear on Christmas morning at church. That if they come back the next week and the week after, great. Instead, how many times do we sit in the pew and complain about all the creasters that are taking up our spots or causing parking to get crazy? No, let's welcome with open arms. Let's accept all their beautiful celebrations, the joy that they're feeling, because I truly believe that joy is coming from God, right? That He loves that they're celebrating this. So I wish this Christmas season is a beautiful one for you and for your family. May Advent be a time of growth. May Christmas be a time of joy and laughter. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.